Sixth graders, welcome to Big Ideas Math, Contract Math, Section 8.1, 2012 edition, STEM and Leaf Plots Activity. Pause while you write Section 8.1, 2012 edition Activity in your math notebook. Pause again while you write today's activity objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is understand a stem and leaf plot. Copy the following key terms, definitions, and examples exactly as they appear into your notebook. A stem and leaf plot is a type of data display that uses the digits of data values to organize a data set. Each data value is broken into a stem, digit or digits on the left, and a leaf, digit or digits on the right. So on the right you see test scores with the stem being the tens and hundreds digits, and the leaf being the ones digits. So the first line would be a 66, and the second line would be a score of 72 and a score of 77, and so on. So be sure to copy all of that exactly as it appears into your notebook. The stem is a digit or digits on the left of a stem and leaf plot. The leaf is the digit or digits on the right of a stem and leaf plot. Today we'll be working on page 189 in your record and practice journal. We're decoding a graph. You intercept a secret message that contains two different types of plots. You suspect that each plot represents the same data. The graph with the dots indicates only ranges for the numbers. So let's take a look at our question A. It says, how many numbers are in the data set? And how can we tell? If we look at the dot plot on the left, we can count the number of dots, and we've done dot plots here in class, and we can count and we can see that there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dots in the first column, and 7 in the second, and 5 in the third, and then 3, and then 2, and then 2, and then 3 again, and then 6, and then 8, and then 12 in that last one. And when we add up all of those numbers, we get 58. And then if we look at our stem and leaf plot, now that we know the definition of a stem and leaf plot, we know that the stem part on the left represents the tens digit, and each leaf on the right is a separate number. So the stem would be 0 and the leaf would be 0 for the top, for the first number, and then the stem would be 0 and the leaf would be 1 for the second number. So we would count all of these as well, and I have already done that, and when we do that it also comes out to 58. So there are 58 numbers. And we can tell that because there are 58 dots and 58 leaves on our stem and leaf plot. Our next question, question B, asks how many numbers are greater than or equal to 90? So if we look at our stem and leaf plot, it's really easy to tell because we look at the 9 and then we count up everything to the right, so all of our leaves on the 9 stem. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would be 12, and that corresponds to the 12 dots up here on our dot plot for the 90 to 99 range. So there are 12 numbers. And we could tell that because there are 12 leaves to the right of 9. Is 91 in the data set? So since we have the 9 on the left representing the tens digit and a whole bunch of ones, we're going to have to say yes to that 91 is in the data set because there's lots of 91s. And if so, how many times is it in there? So we need to count up our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 91s. So that's 6 times. And then how can we tell? There are 6 ones to the right of 9. And then it says make a list of all the numbers in the data set. So we can do that. It's just going to take a whole lot of paper. So you might want to do this on a separate sheet, and I'll do it here, but I'm going to go off to the side, and you might not have enough room in your book. So we have to list every single number. So I'm going to start doing that right now, and I'll show you what I've got. So be sure to write all of the numbers in the data set. I know it's a lot of numbers, but it gets you in the practice of looking to the left for the first digit or digits and to the right for the last digit. Your assignment for this lesson is to complete Part E of Activity 1 on page 190 of your Record and Practice Journal. Also, complete the What You Learned Before, which is on page 347 of your textbook. It is also on the next slide for you. Show your work and be prepared to share during our next class. Please remember, to earn credit for viewing this flipped lesson, you must complete your exit slip, come to our next class prepared with the journal pages or other work from the flipped lesson completed, and be prepared with any work that was assigned in the flipped lesson completed. Be prepared with any questions you have for the teacher, and always have a good attitude. We'll see you next time in class.